what are sectors, how to find the area of sectors, and we're going to have a few practice problems. Let's continue here. So, how can I determine the area of a sector in a circle? Before we find the area of a sector, we need to understand what is a sector. A sector is a slice of a circle. For example, you can think of a sector as a slice of pizza or a piece cut out of a wood log or a sector of an orange. Okay. And it is formed by two radii and the arc between them. So the two radii, this is one and this is two. And then the arc between them is this part right here. Again, the arc is the outside portion here. You can think of it as a slice of pizza. Here is the area of a circle. And here is how we find the area of a sector. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. How are those equations similar? Send me your answer in the chat. Both of them have pi r squared. So how are they different? Well, we see here the area of the sector has this little portion right here. And what does that represent? Someone said they have a live lesson at 9:30. If you have a live lesson, you can leave. Okay, let's find out what it means. R is the radius. And what does this represent? This is the sector angle formed by the arc at the center. Okay, for example, if this right here is 30 degrees, that is the sector angle. Okay, let's say if this was 45, the sector angle would be 45. So let's look at an example here. It says in a circle P with the measurement of angle NPQ equals 60 degrees. NP is 15. Find the area of sector NPQ. So we want to find the area of this section right here. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is find the value of R. What is R? The radius, right. And in our situation, our problem, the radius is 15. And what is the angle measurement? The angle measurement is 60. So that's step one, find the value of R and the angle measurement. Now for step two, we substitute the value of R and the angle measurement into the equation. So we're going to plug 15 in here and 60 in here for the angle measurement. And that gives us the area of the sector equals pi times 15 squared times 60 over 360. Okay, and there's your answer. Any questions about that? Here's another one. It says in a circle K with the measurement of angle JKL. So here we have JKL is 84 degrees. So this is 84 degrees. And the radius of JK is 6. Find the area of the sector JKL. Okay, and we're not going to round to the nearest hundredth. We're just going to use the equation. So, good job. Excellent work. So find the value of R and the angle measurement. R is 6. And if you want to take a screenshot of this, you can. And the angle measurement is 84. Okay, that's step one. Step two, substitute the values from step one into the area of the sector equation. Okay, so if we substitute the value of R, we'll put R right there and we'll put 84 right there for the angle measurement. So we have another way you can write this is 84 over 360 times pi times 6 squared. And there's our answer. And if you want, you can take this a step further on the calculator. What does 84 divided by 360 equal? Good job, 0.23. So we have 0.23 times pi. And what is 6 squared? 36. Awesome. Very good. Okay, now when you multiply all of these together, 0.23 times pi times 36, what do you get? If you multiply 0.23 times pi times 36, you should get something really close to this. Which expression represents the area of the shaded sector? Well, we know the shaded sector can be found by using theta over 360 times pi r squared. So what did we learn today? We learned how to calculate the area of a sector in a circle. To finish off, on a scale to 1 to 10, how do you feel about finding the area of a sector? Send me your answer in the chat. 1, I don't understand. 10, I got this. Awesome. Getting some 8s, 9s. Very good.